come riding away.
In the bottom left, we have our Zerg 1 of 2. He is
GSL Green Wings True 황태수.
his opponent in the upper right in the blue.
SK텔레콤 T1 Dark 박영우.
Dark on the ropes right now. If he loses one more game here, he is out. And with how well he played in that macro game against Maru, it's a sad thing if Dark goes out of this group.
It is a sad thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? 2 guys out of the 3 players left are going to go out no matter what. I mean, Code S is pretty brutal. This is by far the hardest tournament to get seeded into in the world. And, I mean, once you've been in Code S, you can always say, look, I am a Code S level player.
Indeed.
You know, but still, you know, when you watch, just starting from the round of 32, to see so many great names get wiped out. I mean, we're literally cutting the player base in half every round of the tournament. So
it's crazy. I think we should only cut it by a third each round.
I think we should only have free-for-alls, and we should take the guy that dies first and just take him out, and we can have a tournament that basically goes for the whole year. You know, where probably the most charismatic player ends up in the finals.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, man. But of course, if we had a tournament like that, Artosis would be in the finals every time.
Wow. I am good at free-for-alls.
No, I was talking about charisma. You're bad at free-for-alls, man.
I am excellent at
both. You played
both.
Terran and Broodor, man. That doesn't win free-for-alls,
I
man.
played Protoss and free-for-alls.
Oh, okay, then you won. And Broodor, I was like, no, you go, you stay back, you make carriers.
Yeah.
I think you were starting to say, I was like, Terran player in a free-for-all on Broodor.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, have fun with that, buddy.
Oh, you got the siege shanks up.
Don't worry, guys, I'm going nukes. Oh, God. Why do you always sound like that when you say that strategy?
Except my dummy. All right, so, you know what? We do have the quick gas here from True. See if he holds on to it this time. Oh. It's a gas holding strategy.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at you. You're like, aw.
No, he starts gas. I mean, he starts this speed. That's too bad.
Aw.
Wow.
Yeah. Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's been a very quick and interesting and fun day, no doubt about it. Really high-level games, a lot of cheese. And
yeah, normally I'd say it's been a little bit too quick for my liking, but the games have actually been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
especially that Stork series.
I love watching Mario just cheese everyone.
Well, I mean,
everyone talks about him being the best Terran who cheeses everyone.
Well, nerds always complain like, "You cheesy, it's not fair." But I mean, you have to cheese a certain amount in a series specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, cheesing on the ladder will only get you so far. It will only get you so far. But in a series like this, I mean, players are also trying to predict how you play and studying your previous games. With Mario, it's like, well, damn, I don't know. This guy can win a 40-minute TVP, or he can just win a 3-minute one.
All right, so with this speed, let's see if he actually does anything, right? He's taking the third base, so like the speed goes very well with that. Now, generally when you go for the quick speed and taking a pretty quick third base, like sometimes you do see him going to mutas, but more often than not, especially in Korea, I'd expect to see him go into Roach. But there's going to be a Roach timing with Dark that's very scary because he's probably going to have to spend a lot of his larva and money on Zerglings because he did get that quick speed and that quick third. So, you know, there is... I think that's what Dark's going to be doing here. He's going to go for a quick Roach speed, he's going to get +1 Roach attack, and just make a bunch of Roaches and go down to bust him.
Looks like it. Let's see how well this actually works out. 2 more gases taken here.
We have about 10 more drones for True. So he's going to be able to start saturating that third base a bit. Of course, he is getting that layer also, and also he is getting the Roach Horn, so not surprised at all about that.
Drones now transferred here, and 18-lings are on the way. You really look at the placement here for Dark. Now that's going to be forced to cancel. That's
yeah. This is like kind of the point of this strat.
This might even be diversionary.
you know, well, it's definitely like something that he's expecting speedlings. I would say almost no matter what.
Well,
Dark is expecting this. When you take a third like that, that's just something that's going to happen. And if he makes too many speedlings, again, the roach count can get out of control. And in fact, he even just cancels that. I think he wants the lings to get out of control.
Yep. He's going to go back here. And now just there, it's identified. Okay, he has nothing there. Thank God for the pipes on these maps. The walling would not be as tight. Thank God for the great plumbing system on this map. Okay, so what Dark has to do is survive. Oh, I don't know if I'd go out just yet. Think this is a good idea? Actually,
yeah,
no,
he's okay.
I take it back. I realize there are actually no other links on the map.
Yeah,
I take it back. It never happened.
He saw how many lings there were on the creep, and plus he has a good overlord spread, so he knew that like this is basically enough. But now he should be making just like a lot of roaches. He's going to have that 1/1, of course, one upgrade up. But so far, True's doing a good job. He's really getting quite a few roaches out.
Yes.
Still up a few drones.
The lings peeking in, trying to survey. Okay, is there anything going on here? Checking in between the second and the third to see if there are any units transferred there. 1/1's almost done, by the way, for Dark. Dark's going to have a pretty strong mid-game setup right now.
Yeah, and he actually has started to drone a little bit extra as well, getting those drones ready for his third base.
And they were virtually even in drones before that. There's another extractor being taken.
And True actually going to be the first player to move out with his roaches. That's quite a few. Does have actually more roaches right now than Dark, as Dark did decide to go ahead and drone up for his third.
Okay. Well, True does have a bit of a supply lead. He has it at third up for a little bit longer, but you got to really give the upgrade advantage here to True, or to Dark, excuse me. From here, it's going to boil down to one of these later game ZVZs. They're going to have a lot of roaches. It really boils down to the engagement. Can I get my opponent out of position with some lings or just a few roaches to get my bigger roach army to hit him? Or can I let my opponent be trapped in by assuming what I just said on their side and then countering it?
Well, you know what's kind of interesting here to me is the fact that Dark chose to just take the later third base. And he never did go for that roach time that I was talking about earlier that you see a lot against people that go speedling into a quick third base. So that means that neither of these players are going to be able to kill each other because of the choices Dark has made. And so what I believe we will end up seeing here is burrow movement and burrow for roaches, so that we can see just multi-pronged harassment. And that's where you start to see which player is a little bit better at multitasking, who can get who out of position better.
Sure.
And in fact, we see True already starting with that burrow movement.
Okay, so this is heating up to be a good later game ZVZ. Supply, True had an earlier supply lead. He's kept that. Not too far off, but of course that's to be expected with Dark, focusing on the upgrades early on. They both have good Overlord distribution on the map, so it's pretty hard. I'd say Dark has a little bit better, I believe. Unless my eyes are bad. No, actually, you know what? They have just about the same.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I do like Dark's a little bit better. He has them kind of gridded out. There's very little of the map he doesn't see.
Yeah, it's hard to be surprised with Dark. Same with True, but you can see there's a few holes when they check the vision there.
His name may be Dark, but his mini-map is not.
No. Otasis.
Otasis. All right, so I really like this. Notice the spores just sitting there and how he has everything spread. This is because if you don't kill each other and you're both on 3 bases in Korea, it turns into burrow movement.
Yes.
Like, that's what it turns into. And instead of having your overseers be a little bit late because you're skimping on the gas and whatnot, and that's how people normally end up winning or losing is the overseer. Someone has a late overseer, but here he's actually just thrown up some spores so that he just sees it coming, plain and simple.
And it looks like Dark is going to be the initiator. He does have that lead in the upgrades here. Is he about to get armor done too? Did he not get armor?
Well, True actually got the +1 armor, but Dark never got +2, and True started, so he will get ahead on that.
That's what I thought. Okay, so again, we could see the attack surface area a little bit more favorable to True here. As you can see, the easiest way to see this is see that the middle of point in the front of Dark's army is pulled out further. Okay, now this is a bit questionable.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a little bit good for True there for a moment. But this is an area like a no man's land. This zone right here is demilitarized.
Yeah. And it looks like they're going to have to back up for a little bit. And, you know, on that, Dark does try to take a fourth here. There's a small number of links here. It's not going to be too impactful. In fact, True's fourth is going to get done a little bit. Well, not, yeah, no, yeah, actually a few seconds quicker here.
Yeah, it is. Will he actually be able to, will either of these players be able to actually cause cancels? It looks like True is starting to send out little groups of burrow movement roaches, one to the left, one to the right. I don't know what they're going to be able to really do, though, because he does have those spore crawlers out, so he's going to see those coming as long as he has roaches in position. The thing is, you have to have enough roaches because, I mean, these guys are quick underground nowadays, and, well, these ones are going to be caught at least.
Okay, so he shuts this down easily. No way these roaches are going to get too far along. Never mind, they get through there, no problem. Scratch that casting moment. Okay, and meanwhile, a big engagement over here.
Indeed it is. That is a ton of roaches from True, but you know what? He's actually hitting that fourth base at the same time, picking off some queens in the main base.
True is definitely winning the war here, as well as the battle.
It seems that way, and in fact, his supply going up there for a moment. Of course, Dark starting to remake his units, and he does pick off that hatch as well as a couple queens. So the production for True is simply put going to be better. If he sits back at home for now, he should be good. I can't imagine him getting broken.
Ball in Dark's court right now to try to come up with a response to this. Simply taking an expansion and waiting is not going to be enough. I believe he had 11 Hydras making?
Yeah, he is going into Hydra.
Now.
So that can help out a lot.
So Hydra counterattack is going to be his way to approach this.
And he is going Hive as well, which can allow him to get 3-3 a bit quicker. And also he can grab like a Viper, for instance. Ooh, I don't like this at all for True.
Yeah, well, the Hydra's in the back. The fight is going to be won.
He's getting just destroyed. But you know what? He does have enough money that he can remake. You know, losing that chunk of army isn't going to be, probably isn't going to be a game ender for him. And in fact, he is, during that, after sacrificing some units, sending up roaches once again for some harassment.
Well, let's see. He's going to come up here now. Again, the Hydras in the back are going to be pivotal here. They just do more damage. Oh, nice. 3 roaches there. Yep. That's going to slow it down. Now 2 roaches coming up here. Oh, make that 4 total.
You know, despite having those spores and spines out, not really able to stop this harassment.
Armor just got done, right?
The +2, I believe, just finished for True.
Okay, yeah.
So, picks off yet another queen. His harassment is really doing a great job, but you know what? Dark is putting all his eggs in the Hydralisk basket.
Yeah. And, I don't know, man, the Hydra basket, it is quite a basket, ladies and gentlemen. The Easter Bunny doesn't have anything on this.
Well, they have a lot of damage output, as we see here. He's actually doing a really good job.
So, again, the Hydra's doing so much damage. And notice how he's making sure those Hydras are in the back. Now, okay, which way does he go? It looks like, yeah, this is the way he wants to grow down here, the bottom right base.
Well, finally dealing with some of this harassment over in his main base. But in the meantime, now, he is pushing this forward.
The positioning here is what's going to be hard about this, to get the Hydras and the Roaches to be hitting the right sides now. You can see the Roaches starting to edge in towards the Hydra side. He does duck down here. He needs to get some of these Roaches. There you go, right? Bring those Roaches back up there to confront this.
Yeah, the real problem with this attack from Dark is he didn't have a big rally coming down.
No,
this rally is way too late. If it had been there a little bit quicker, maybe he holds on and kills his 4th base.
Supplies are still pretty similar. Here's the rest of those Roaches, but there's no Hydras there, and that was the real game changer at that point in time.
Well, you know, you do see that the supply of True is starting to rise up a little bit, so...
I think True should just clean this up.
Yeah, that's true.
And this should bring us into game number 3.
Look at that. His supply continues to rise in comparison to Dark's.
Okay,
and Dark's just not able to do it.
There you go.
The multi-pronged harassment of True turned out to be better than the Hydralisk tech. Whoa.
It's True good, Artosis.
Well, that was well done by True. He will advance to play against Stork once again.
The pressure is on here for Dark. He's a great player, but this has not been an easy day. He has to win this game and then go up against Brood War legend, Godman Killer Stork.
Brood War legend, Godman Killer?
Yeah, PhD. You know, it's a tough one. True, of course, also having the worst end of today. Actually, I think everybody's been having a bad day today except for Mario, considering how when you're losing today, this is what it looks like. We do have one of the players taking a quick restroom break. So when they come back, we'll be ready.
Didn't it True just win?
Oh my God, I'm so out of it. I'm so sorry. That never happened. Any of that Men in Black
They're both
thing.
the same race. It's hard to tell them apart.
Might do the Men in Black thing and erase your memory right now. We'll be right back. Never speak about what you saw there ever again. See you soon.